Next part of our agenda, the election of county chairman. Do I hear any nominations?
Mr. Chairman, I would like to nominate Josh Whitley for the chairman, and I'll just make a quick statement. There kind of comes a time where kind of people fit into leadership roles at perfect times. You got some folks who are good at kind of building parties up. We're beyond the point of where we've been fighting for the last few years. Now we need someone to kind of unify us and bring us forward and build a party from here. Josh, the perfect candidate for that. Lifelong Berkeley County resident, proud resident of Daniel Island, and I think he's done a fantastic job as our executive committeeman. It'll make a fantastic chairman.
Do I hear any seconds?
I can't wait for Josh to take over the party. Again, I've had a great relationship the past year, and look forward to working with Mr. Jones, Mr. Fish, Mr. Farley, Mr. Callahan, and I think great things are about to happen in Berkeley County. And having Josh with his funny socks leading the party is going to be a great winner for us all.
Are there any other nominations?
I'll make a motion to close the floor to nominations.
Hearing no other nominations, I deem nominations closed, and Josh Whitley is elected by acclamation.
Mr. Vice Chairman, members of the Berkeley County Executive Committee, and fellow Republicans, I am honored to accept your vote to be chairman of this party. And I want to thank Tim and Tommy for your nomination and second, and all of you who joined in Tommy's second. More so, I want to thank you for your confidence. South Carolina should be to the conservative movement what Massachusetts is to the liberal movement. And Berkeley County should be the leader in that model. I am grateful to the shoulders that I stand upon, including Chairman Terry Hardesty and Tim Callahan, and so many more of you that have put more sweat into this organization than I have ever dreamed of. During my tenure, I pledge to work hard, be accessible, supportive, fair, and above all else, conservative. I believe we should take the election of a new chair as an opportunity to self-examine and perhaps refocus. James Sineth, is he here? James Sineth was correct at the last meeting. We have spent too much time arguing over the Facebook page. Let's harness our energy and attack liberals and their policies and put forth a positive message of the opportunities that conservatism creates. A party is not a governmental entity. Its purpose is to grow in numbers in order to elect individuals to office. Our mission is simple: win elections. To do that, we need to do three things: grow, govern ourselves professionally, and have a strong principled platform. I believe in terms of growth, if we remain positive, we will grow. But it will take more than that. To that end, I plan to work with Tim Callahan and several more of you to bring numerous national Republicans to our county for events, barbecues, breakfasts. We'll use those as fundraisers and also as opportunities to invite more people in. I also plan to personally hold every single person that is a Republican elected official in Berkeley County accountable for joining our party and for being involved. And to that end, I want to recognize those that have put forth effort to be here tonight. To my immediate right, Councilman Tim Callahan, Councilman Philip Farley, Councilman Dennis Fish, Councilman-elect Philip Farley, my clerk of court, Mary Brown. Who did I say? Be like Philip Farley. My friend Tommy Newell. Former Representative James Law. We have our first congressional chairman, Jim Davis, here. Who am I missing?
Ken Gunn.
Samuel Rivers is in my speech.
Ken Gunn.
Well, Ken Gunn's not the proxy. I'm just kidding. my friend Ken Gunn, Councilman Ken Gunn. Anybody else here? Every elected Republican should be an active, dues-paying member of this party. As to governance, we must remember we are being watched. There are those that would like to destroy us. Personally, I believe they are neither smart enough nor powerful enough to destroy us. But we can self-destruct. To that end, I would ask each of us to monitor our comments on Facebook. Self-restraint is sometimes hard. But let's direct the Facebook page to discuss conservative ideas, from the IRS scandal to the Veterans Administration scandal to Obamacare's failure to the fight against Common Core, and on and on. The same folks who have given us terrible national policy would like nothing more than for Vincent Shaheen to be our governor. Let's make sure that does not happen. And while I'm on the subject of electing conservatives, this party must and will defend our very own Samuel Rivers and his contested election in November. I submit, focusing on local ignorance is low-hanging, rotten fruit, and we must do better. Finally, I want to make these meetings informative on conservative governance. To that end, in lieu of a lengthy chairman's report, except right now, I am going to appoint 3 representatives to report. First on county council updates, another representative on school board updates, and the third on legislative delegation updates. These persons will have 2 minutes at each meeting to highlight something this group of people, the Republican Party of Berkeley County, should be aware of regarding those that govern us. Finally, I'm going to run these meetings efficiently and with every intention of having us out of here within the hour. I believe our county should be a leader, finally, in platform development, whatever the issue, from closing the primary to partisan elections for school boards. Whatever the platform be, let's lead on conservative principles. We should work diligently to focus our energies on this type of conservative thought and debate. That's what these meetings should be about. The development, highlighting, and championing of conservative ideas. Because when we prove ourselves as messengers of conservative principles, we will succeed in the first mission I described, winning over people so we can win elections. I'm asking for each person in this room's support. You will not always agree with me, but I will never personally attack you. I will always listen, and I promise my level best. Thank you for this great honor. With that, I declare there is a vacancy for the position of State Executive Committeeman, and I would open the floor under new business for any nominations. Ms. Ryan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In an effort for continuity and so that we can preserve the talent that we've developed in this organization so far, I would urge that everybody support the nomination of Terry Hardesty for State Executive Committee.
I'll second that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
There is a motion on the floor with a sufficient second. Are there any further nominations? I declare, by the absence of further nominations, that my friend, former Chairman Terry Hardesty, has been elected to State Executive Committeeman by acclamation. It would be a point of personal privilege to give you.
First off, I cannot express to you how much of an honor it is to serve as your chairman. I know there's a lot of questions about why I resigned. I have been thinking about this resignation for some time. And the reason for it is to bring this party back together. Our enemies are not in this room. They're out there. They put D beside their name, and they cross over and vote in our primaries. We have a lot of work to do. I did some self-reflection. I looked at myself in the mirror and I thought, you know, you didn't do this part very well, and you didn't do this part very well. And I want all of us, everyone, to make that same reflection. Think about how you represent yourself as a Republican. I think it's very important. We need to grow. We need to grow pretty rapidly. Mr. Davis shared some information with me a couple meetings ago about the demographics of people in this country. And I'm a conservative. Everybody knows that. There's what, like 30% of us are conservative. About 27, 28% liberal. The rest are in the mushy middle, folks. And we can't win an election with 30%. We got to have some amount of that middle. So if we're aimed at the middle and calling them names and arguing with them, we're hurting ourselves. We've got to change that. We need to grow our numbers by inviting people in. The other main reason was I thought Josh would make a great chairman, and was relatively certain what took place tonight was exactly what you folks would do. And this young fella here is, by the way, he's not Mr. Daniel Allen, he's Mr. Annapolis. Is a bright, young, new face in our party. It's indicative of the people we need to invite in. He's energetic, he's intelligent. He is one of the slickest politicians you're ever going to run into because he works the crowd and everybody in it. He'll do great things for our party. And that's the reason that I had decided that I was going to resign. I wasn't going to do it when I did. I was going to wait another month or two. But then the election popped up, and I'm sitting down on my knees praying, and God said to me, well, there's no better time than right now, because then you can open out your big fat mouth in this election. and it came like a bolt of lightning. And I called Josh up, and he was like, huh? So that was the impetus and the reason why I resigned as chairman. So once again, I will always be deeply honored by what you've done for me. Thank you.